it's the culmination of our whole season. It's something we talk about from day one, that each meet, each invite, even RMAX is just a step toward this meet. And granted, we don't have our whole roster of 70 plus going, but we do have 24 going to represent us. And it's really important to me that throughout the season, everyone, whether they're the top person on the roster or they don't make our scoring team or they never travel, they feel like they're a part of the group that's going to nationals and representing us, and that they've been a part of that build up toward this meet. So it's the toughest competition we see all year. It keeps getting faster and faster. We had 2 freshmen this year who had great seasons and were right on the bubble to make nationals. Any other year other than this year, they would have made it easily, and they both were just 1 or 2 spots out. So each year it gets faster, and on the swimming side, the difficult part is just getting there, getting qualified, and then if you go and repeat your times or even are a little bit better, you're going to score a lot of points, because a lot of teams go and they just don't. They had to do so much just to get there that they're a little bit flat and don't swim as well. And then on the diving side, they've got to go on Tuesday and qualify to get into the championships. We've got 4 men and 4 women divers going that will compete on Tuesday to earn their spot in the championships. And then similar if you once you get in, you just perform up to your capabilities, you're going to score points. So it's our top end. The conference meet, both sides, we won both meets largely due to our depth. This is really our top end people who we feel like has great potential to go score a lot of points, and they're going to do whatever they need to score points for the team. You'll see, perhaps in the entries and in our psych sheet, there'll be events that individuals don't swim in order to prepare for relays to score the most points possible. And we've stressed all year as well with the swimmers being great in prelims, because if you don't show up in prelims, qualify for the top 8, qualify for the top 16, you're not competing at night where the points are scored. So those have been our focus all year, and we're excited about the group we've got going.
Questions?
Abby, how nerve-wracking is Tuesday? I mean, you guys get automatic qualifying right off the bat. You're in, but now you got to qualify to qualify.
Exactly. Yeah, there's definitely nerves associated with that day, but we're definitely ready and confident. More so on the women's side this year because it's a lot more numbers girls get to go against. But I don't know, just going in and applying the training that we've done all year and going in confident, knowing that we have the capabilities to get into the meet and just competing like we practice every day. And it's just comes down to who has a better meet, but we're ready and I think we'll do well getting to meet.
Is it one of those things where, okay, I'm going to throw the dives that I know I can hit in pre-qualifying?
Yeah, we go in with a set pre-qual list, and then we kind of have some dives put towards the end of it that we could potentially change if we're looking like we need to throw a harder dive in or we're sitting comfortably, so we can kind of play it safe and just to get past that and then focus in on the next couple days of competition.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people on that, especially on the women's side, on that pre-qualifying list.
There is a lot this year, yeah.
I guess a long time in between dives.
Yeah, probably around 35-minute wait in between dives. It's going to be a long day.
Once you get through that, I know there's still pressure, but it's like, okay, now I can go out and just kind of show what I can do.
It's a huge relief for sure, and allows us to kind of refocus on what we want to do for, preliminaries and trying to get people into the top 8 for finals, allow people to kind of focus on the goals and while we're there. So Black Tuesday is just let's get past this and then reset.
Midterms, finals.
Yeah, exactly.
And that setup is unique to Division II. Division I and Division III, they have zones prior to the meet where they actually are plugged in and qualify, and that's done. So this is a unique thing to Division II.
Coach, I know you said that only 24 are going, but 24 is the largest that CMU has brought. Just tell me overall, you're just coming off RMAC champs for both. How proud and how satisfied you are with this team that you're taking?
It's been great. It's been a great season. Regardless of what happens, this is kind of the culmination of what has been a really great season. And we've done it with a lot of youth. These guys are seniors, but only a few seniors that make up our roster. And so just looking even at who we're taking to NCAAs, about half of the roster, men and women, swimmers, divers, are freshmen. So they're people that we're going to rely on that have never been to this meet. Both of these guys have competed there and see what it's about and know that it's just another swimming and diving meet, and we belong there. So it's a matter of preparing those kids throughout the season for the highest level. And I'm not worried about how they're going to perform, but it's just going to be interesting to see how they react to what is the biggest competition. But I'm super proud of these guys as captains for bringing together. We had I want to say 37 new people to this team this year. So about half the roster was either freshmen or transfers. So the dynamics change every year, the chemistry changes every year, and it takes great team leadership to bring it together. And I think second semester, especially into our winter training and then through RMAX and now going to nationals, I think we've got a great team chemistry going, and that's a huge part of going to a meet like this and finding success.
And then with kind of that youth movement, a lot of younger swimmers and divers coming in, what does that say for the future of CMU Swim and Dive and the potential to repeat and continue this trend? Yeah, I think there's a lot of that there. We're gonna focus on the next 10, 12 days first, and we're gonna have a hard time replacing these guys as well as our other seniors. But in my third year as the head coach now, you kind of get to where the team feels like people that I connect with and that I've recruited and that are on the same page. And these guys, having been around me for 3 years, have done a great job of kind of conveying that message. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be a worse team next year. I'll put it that way.
Morgan, what does it mean to be, as a senior, going back to nationals? I know you're a returning All-American. You've been kind of a force on the relays pretty much all season. What does it kind of mean for seniors especially?
Going into nationals is always a very it's a great opportunity. Coach gave me the opportunity going on relays, but I would love to go individually, but it didn't quite happen these past couple of years. But it's still a great opportunity. We're not selling ourselves short in any fashion. So, we're going to go in and give it everything we got, and hopefully walk out in the highest finish we've ever finished. So,
with all these freshmen and the mid-season transfers and all, you kind of got to get used to new people every year. It's kind of fun to see how the young kids have really elevated this program to the next level.
They all kind of came in pretty timid and kind of shy, but let me tell you, they're not shy or timid. But so they all got quite a bit of confidence throughout the year, and especially these past few weeks. Obviously, walking out of RMAX with 2 titles, but I think everyone's walking in with a great deal of confidence. So